For staying with us. Powerful voices in the Triad are joining forces for 2 nights of performances.
The Shout for Joy concerts are taking place in Greensboro this Saturday and on Monday. They feature the Bel Canto Company's Choral Arts Collective and the North Carolina A&T Choir.
So let's say good morning to Jeffrey Carlson. He is the executive director of the Bel Canto Company. Good morning. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So what inspired this collaborative event?
Well, back in the fall of 2019, Bel Canto gave a concert entitled Joyful Noise, which featured 5 choirs. In that instance, more than 200 singers. It was 3 high school choirs, the Greensboro Youth Chorus, and Bel Canto Company, augmented by about another dozen volunteers, which became the basis for our newest ensemble, Gate City Voices. That concert was such a huge success artistically and educationally. We wanted to think about how we could replicate that, because that really is a great example of our vision for lifelong participation in choral music, with singers from high school all the way up to beyond retirement age and everything in between. So that kind of intergenerational music making is really impactful, not just for the singers, but for the audience. And having such a large ensemble presents a lot of opportunities for music making that with a smaller ensemble maybe aren't always possible. So in planning the season this year, we looked around for potential partners to collaborate on a similar project that would hopefully feature the music of Adolphus Hailstork, who's a prominent African-American composer, and a couple of big pieces that really would benefit from 100 or more voices. So the the North Carolina A&T State University Choir quickly rose to the top, led by Maestro Travis Alexander. And once he agreed to that, we also looked for a couple of high schools to collaborate with us. So we have Western Guilford High School, led by Jordan Rosser, and Wheatmore High School out of Trinity, led by L.J. Martin. So we'll have about 150 singers and hope to kind of recapture that magic of that big intergenerational sort of music making that we had in 2019.
Great. Well, share more about the magic and what the audience can expect to hear on Saturday and then again on Monday.
Well, the 2 Hailstork pieces that we're doing in the second half are really big, impressive, loud works. We'll have all 150 singers on stage. And the Shout for Joy, which the concert is titled after, is also the title of the last piece on the concert, and that is really rousing. It is a big sing with 3 trumpets, 3 trombones, organ. It is loud and exciting. The first half of the concert, people will hear a variety of repertoire. Audiences will have a chance to hear Bel Canto sing a few numbers by themselves, the North Carolina A&T University Choir sing a few numbers by themselves, and then several works featuring Bel Canto Company, the A&T Choir, and Gate City Voices combined, conducted by Maestro Alexander. So it's going to be a really diverse range of music and vocal textures, and hopefully there'll be something there that everyone will be able to grab onto and say, wow, I really loved that.
Well, we know you've already been into rehearsals, and I'm sure that it's been a lot dealing with that many people at once. How has it been there? And also with working with a second conductor, I'm sure that was a unique experience too.
Yeah, it's been really exciting. The choirs all rehearsed on their own starting about a month ago to learn the music and start really getting it under their belts. And we came together for our first combined rehearsal Monday night at First Presbyterian Church. And with that many singers, as you kind of alluded to, logistics was the thing. We're trying to figure out where's everybody going to stand? How does this sound? Where do we put the brass? What makes the best sound and the best visual picture on stage? And getting everybody up there. And so then, we got to work on the sound a little bit too. Dr. Young and Maestro Alexander really quickly agreed to a really interesting program last March when we first discussed this. So our hope is that the singers will really benefit from this exchange. Really looking forward to Friday night's dress rehearsal and the concerts. There's just so much to be learned from singing under someone else's baton, and even more so when the choirs have a chance to work together. So I think this kind of cross-choral exchange that we have is going to be a really impactful experience for everybody involved.
Definitely. Now, what else do you hope will make an impact? What do you want those guests to walk away feeling?
Yeah, I really hope that more than anything, the audiences will leave feeling inspired and excited by all the great vocal talent in our community. This is a great place to showcase some of the great singers we have from a variety of different institutions between the different schools and our choirs participating. And this type of intergenerational music making is really exciting, not just from a musical standpoint, but from a community building standpoint as well. Choral music is not just about singing, but it's equally about listening. That's something we talk about a lot. And I hope that everyone, not just the musicians, but the audience alike, will kind of take that lesson and leave feeling much more connected to their fellow community members, to the other people in the audience, to the people they see on stage, and the community at large.
Jeffrey, it was great to have you on our show. Thank you, and the best of luck to all of the choirs. You have 2 chances to shout for joy, folks at home. The first performance is Saturday, March 16th, and another on Monday, March 18th. Both concerts will be held at First Presbyterian Church, as you heard him mention. That is located on North Elm Street in Greensboro, both happening in the evening time. You can grab your tickets on belcantocompany.com.